All right, my man, state your name and let them know you on Nicovelli TV.
Hi, my name is Oni. I'm on Nicovelli TV.
That's what's up. You're a Knicks fan?
Yeah.
All right, what era of the Knicks you like?
My favorite era of the Knicks, probably, I was coming up in elementary school. They was always on the front cover, you know, like Sprewell.
Yeah?
Yeah, Allen Houston was on there. Marcus Camby, that kind of era. That was before like I really knew like politics and basketball and stuff, but I was what really got me interested in everything like that. And they always had like a lot of grit and stuff like that. So I liked the team that was fighting hard, but I can't really say that I liked the Carmelo era. I like the era when they was really changing, like with Eddie Curry and Jamal Crawford was on there. That was like a good team to root for.
Okay, now why wasn't you too thrilled with the Carmelo era concerning the Knicks?
I just kind of felt like they didn't really have, you know, what they were saying in the league. They didn't have no dog in them. Like they wasn't really trying to compete night in, night out. I'm not gonna say I know what went on back behind the scenes, but I could say that it was hard to root for them because I felt like they gave up on the court a lot of nights. You know, the competition seemed like it was a little bit too much for them at times. And then, you know, being a Carmelo fan also always wanted to see him in a better light. And, you know, he was a great scorer in Denver, but when he came to New York, I felt like he just lost his touch a little bit. And then defensively, he didn't really fight as much, you know, on the other side. But
is it safe to say that Melo didn't have any help? I mean, before Chris Porzingis came, did you still feel that way towards Carmelo?
It was. I'm not gonna say it was towards Melo directly, but I kind of felt like the team goes as the best player goes. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if he was a team captain, but I know he was a superstar on the team. So I feel like he kind of set the standard for them. You know, Nate Robinson did good when he was there too, but
right.
Even with Kristaps, like Kristaps wasn't really a New York kind of player. You get what I mean? Like he didn't fight every night. I felt like it was times where he could have been a little better as far as like inside the perimeter. He was a little too much of a perimeter player for my liking. He still is, but we'll see.
So you're saying he took too many threes?
Yeah.
And stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think there'll be any changes in his game once he come back, being that he's under Coach Fizdale? Because, you know, now we got Coach Fizdale. Came from Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah.
He had a fallout with Marc Gasol.
Yeah.
Now he's on the New York Knicks, and he's trying to bring a different approach to the city of New York and to the game of basketball.
Right.
So what you think?
I feel like the way the game of basketball itself is going now, we got point guards who generally aren't traditional point guards anymore. Like Atento Kumpo, he can run the point. So now when it comes to big men, anybody can run the point for you. It's point forwards out here. So with the way the game is going, I doubt Kristaps should be a little more inside the perimeter. He'll probably work on his threes a little more, unless he gains some weight. You know what I mean? But
he's definitely hitting the gym.
Yeah, I don't know. From what I've seen, I don't really see him working the block like that. I see him working from the post down, trying to work his way from the perimeter. But starting off on the block or a little 16 feet game, like I don't see that coming because they say that part of the game is starting to fade away. It's basically dribble drive or perimeter shooting.
Okay, now concerning free agency with the New York Knicks, I know you heard a lot about these rumors concerning Kyrie coming to the Knicks, Jimmy Butler.
I want Kyrie to come to the Knicks. I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like if Kyrie Kyrie was a New Jersey kid, so if he comes to the Knicks, it'll be a lot more. And Jimmy Butler too. Those are two players that I feel like have the inner city grime and grit needed to be able to compete up to what New York standards are. Like we have pretty high standards when it comes to basketball. Like we know from basically like street ball, it's tough to even get on the court or even stay on the court day in and day out when summer ball. So we expect that kind of vibe, and I feel like Kyrie and Jimmy Butler will kind of bring that energy to the New York team. I'm not gonna say they'll be a winning team to start off, but those are two scoring mentality players, and they'll definitely fill it up.
So when it comes to Kyrie, I know you hear a lot of people say, "Oh, he's injury prone." Shit. It's like, well, it's more who would like him to come to New York than those who would not like. But what you got to say to those who don't want Kyrie to come, saying that he's injury prone? You agree with that?
Nah, I don't feel like he's more injury prone than Steph Curry. Like if you ask me, since he started, I feel like Kyrie's a pretty durable player. You know, he definitely will attract more players in free agency to come to New York if he is like if he's expected to come and if he does come, I feel like more players would like to come and play alongside of him because he's probably the last of the Kobe Bryant type of players. Like, he's the type of player that's going to go at you every night and he takes it personally with the person that's guarding him. I feel like he doesn't let anybody off the hook on a nightly basis if they're guarding him.
Okay, now, concerning Kevin Durant, we all know he on the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah.
He got a contract where he got 1 year and then 1 year out, the opt if you choose.
The opt-out, yeah.
Okay, if the Golden State Warriors don't go to the
who knows?
Yeah, if they don't go, I can say that. If they don't go to the championship, do you see him coming to the Knicks? He got the money. Knicks got the money. You ready for war, baby? Do you think he would be a legitimate soldier for the Knicks?
But he's not a soul. Like, he wasn't even. Nothing against KD, but I don't feel like he's ready for the New York vibe. Like, he's not built for New York City. Like, he scored 55 in the Rucker or whatever. I mean, that was a Rucker. He scored 55 in the Rucker. But it's different when you put on that New York jersey. Like, it's a whole lot more expectations for you. And, they're not a team that are a favorite. So to go from a favorite or to even go from a team like OKC to now competing with a team like New York City is basically being an underdog. I don't feel like Kevin Durant has ever really been an underdog in his career. So it would really
when it comes to New York, you definitely got to step it up. I tell people all the time, if Michael Jordan was a Knickerbocker in the beginning, I don't think he would have had all the rings he got.
Nah, but they would have had. Somebody would have had to build a team for him. Like,
okay, so that's where the Knicks is at.
Yeah.
The Knicks is in rebuilding.
Yeah, but Kristaps is too much like KD for it to work out because he likes to play out on the perimeter. He's not a post kind of guy, and his 3-pointer is not even like a deadly threat. You know what I mean? Like KD, they would have to get rid of Kristaps. They wouldn't work with Kristaps now. They got Enes Kanter. Enes Kanter is pretty good. They worked well when they were OKC together, but Kristaps would probably be the piece that has to move.
Okay, now Trey Burke.
Trey Burke is cool, you know what I mean, but he's not a superstar caliber player yet in his career. He has yet to be an all-star. Also,
I think he's ahead of his time concerning the way he's playing now. I think people really don't. I think they sleeping on Trey Burke.
Yeah, he had to redeem himself, if you ask me, because he was on Utah. I don't know what happened after the Utah season. Like him and Alec Burke, they were a pretty good combo, but then I kind of felt like, the competition in the league as far as point guards is a dime a dozen. There's a million great point guards in the league at this point, so you got to really work harder to become an upper echelon. Like, I feel like the top 2 point guards, so I would not count Chris Paul out, but the top 2 point guards of my generation right now are Kyrie and Steph Curry. You know what I mean? That's what every little kid wants to be like. Chris Paul, he's been there, he's a veteran, so we'll never count him out. But at this point, the point guards that are moving the league forward and kind of carrying the torch right now is Kyrie Irving and Stephen Curry. Those 2 point guards change the game indefinitely.
Okay, what you think about Frank Ntilikina? You like him, dislike him? Some people give him slack because of his offense, and a lot of people overlook his defense. And with Coach Fizdale, defense is going to be very much needed, just as important as offense, especially when the postseason comes.
Yeah, the postseason is all about defense.
All right, so talk to me about Frank Ntilikina.
I mean, last season he did make a little bit of a splash for himself. He got some recognition. I wouldn't count him out, but I do want to see more from him also as far as like consistency. I can't say he's not in the headlines because the headlines don't really matter. It's what you put out there, the effort you put on the court. But I would like to hear a little more talk about him because when I watch the sports shows, they're not really mentioning his name. Nothing against him, but, we want to tune into him. I feel like he should probably do a little bit more, add a little bit more to his package so that way people are talking about his game. Like, we know Victor Oladipo and the great strides he made last year, and everybody was talking about that. So I feel like if he has a season like that where he improves and makes his body grows as far as physically and then adds a little bit more to his game, I wouldn't mind room for him.
All right, Kevin Knox, talk to me. He broke Kevin Knox, the forward,